Welcome to True Sports Talk. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about the NBA awards. I'm gonna try to get it in quickly under the YouTube time limit. But if I don't touch something, I probably touched on it in my blog at TrueSportsTalk.com. And if not, leave a comment, leave a question, and trust me, I will get back to you. So let's get started. Okay, I'm gonna start Rookie of the Year. All right, this race honestly might come down to 5 players. You have Russell Westbrook, OJ Mayo, Brook Lopez, Eric Gordon, Derrick Rose. All really 5 strong rookies, all having really good years. But in my opinion, I'm going with Derrick Rose. Also, I think the voters are going to go with Derrick Rose as well. Why? Out of all those rookies, Derrick Rose has the biggest winning margin, and he's the only rookie who has his team in the playoffs. So I believe that's why Derrick Rose is going to get Rookie of the Year. If you don't agree with that, just let me know. Give me all your arguments, and I'll come back at you and let you know deeper why I chose Derrick Rose. But like I said, trying to get in this video time limit. Next, Defensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year over the years, as you can tell, it's really became the big man award. There hasn't been a guard to win it in a while, and no guard is going to win it this year. Dwight Howard is going to win Defensive Player of the Year. The reason why Dwight is going to win Defensive Player of the Year, he's averaging essentially 3 blocks, 1 steal per game. So he's leading the league in blocks. He has 221 total blocks on the year. The next closest person only has 160, and that's Chris Anderson. So just being that dominant and having that big of a lead in blocks, that's a really big tipping point, and that's really going to push him over the edge to win it. Other people, though, you should consider that you should also think about is Chris Paul, who's averaging essentially 3 steals at 2.9 a game. And then D Wade, many people don't even consider D Wade, but he's averaging 2 steals and a block at the guard position. So, but Dwight Howard is my Defensive Player of the Year, and I also think the voters are going to vote with me on that one. Next, we have Most Improved Player of the Year. This award, well, picking this one was probably the hardest out of all of them, I'd say, just because it's so many people that comes to mind when you think of Most Improved Player. But for me, this is who I chose. I don't think too many people are going to agree with it, but this is why I chose him. I'll tell you why. Hold on. Devin Harris. I chose Devin Harris. Why? He's having a career year. He's averaging 7 more points a game, 2 more assists per game. And just look at the year he's been having. Look how dominant Devin Harris really been. When Devin Harris takes over a game, he's been very, very dominant. So that's why I chose Devin Harris. But others that also might win it, like, I don't know who the voters are going to choose on this one. So I'm going to give you some names that might get it. Thaddeus Young, he's also up 7 points. He's up 7 points in his career this year as well. He's a big key player for the Sixers in this run that they made to get into the playoffs. So Thaddeus Young is someone to look out for. Rodney Stuckey, his career averages are up 7 as well from points standpoint. He's averaging a couple more assists, but he's a starter too, so he's averaging more minutes, obviously. But he's also stepped up. And Paul Millsap for the Utah Jazz, his career averages and points are up by 5, and his rebounds are up. So those 4 that I named really have a chance at winning Most Improved Player. I'm pretty sure there's some more out there that I didn't name. If you feel strongly about somebody, remember, just let me know, and we could discuss it. We could talk about it. Next, we have Sixth Man of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year is going to come down to 2 players. I don't see anybody else beating out these 2 players. The player who's going to win it, I'm going to talk about last. So, but who really gets considered is Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson comes off the bench for the Knicks, and he's their leading scorer. That is ridiculous. When your bench player is your leading scorer, you might have a problem. The only reason why he won't beat out this next guy, though, is simply because he plays for the Knicks, and they had a terrible season compared to this other team. So Nate Robinson is averaging 17 off the bench, but Jason Terry is averaging 19 off the bench, and his team is in the playoffs. So that's why Jason Terry is going to get it above Nate Robinson, just because the Mavs have doubled the Knicks in wins. So that's why Jason Terry's going to win. And plus, he's averaging 19 points on that team, and the Mavs are a really good team, and he's a key player for the Mavs. If he goes down, the Mavs have no shot at anything in the playoffs. So that's why Jason Terry will most likely win Sixth Man of the Year. And then now I'm going to go on to, I believe it's Coach. Coach of the Year. Coach of the Year, Nate McMillan, Portland Trailblazers coach. Just because the Trailblazers are playing tremendous right now. They really came on strong. They're tied for third in the West. So you have to go with them. Next we have Mike Woodson for the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks, they've increased their win margin from 8 last year, and they 4th best in the East, chasing down the Cavs, Boston Celtics, and the Magic, which they won't catch it because them 3 teams are ridiculously good. But he also deserves consideration. But I have Nate McMillan winning it. But who I think the voters are going to vote for, and it really sickens me, I get tired of this, I think they're going to give it to Mike Brown. I'm 100% honest right now when I say that too. Just because I don't know what it is about the Cavs. Well, I know what it is about the Cavs. It's LeBron. Voters love the Cavs. Anything Cavs, they're all for it. They're like the pick of the week right now. It's just ridiculous. It gets sickening at times how much in love. Like, you watch any analyst, they all over the Cavs. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Mike Woodson win Coach of the Year because his team will probably end with the #1 record if they don't lose to Boston and Lakers just win out the rest of the season. So that's why I don't think Nate McMillan will get it. I mean, even though I think he should get it. Nate McMillan, honestly, he's had a tougher road than the Cavs, and he's leading a very young team. And they won 48 games. He's leading a very young team. So those are my NBA awards. If I didn't touch on the MVP, it's in my blog, but I'll touch on it right now. I should talk about it. All right, who I chose for MVP is Dwayne Wade. I'm going to do a whole video about the MVP award. So, because it takes longer to talk about any of the other awards just because it's a tough debate. It's a strong debate that I really want to take my time with. So, I didn't vote sportsmanship because I don't know who's the best sportsman on the court. I didn't vote the citizenship award. I don't know who does that much. And I didn't vote executive of the year because, quite frankly, I don't really care about that award too much. So, there you have it, my NBA awards. TrueSportsTalk.com. Get yourself over there. I'm out.